Hello, everyone. I'm finally here. I was almost exactly on time, and then I decided to get kind of fancy with some of my drink along. So let me go ahead and do this really quickly. So we go to that. And let me bring you over here so that you can actually see me. There we go. Hello. So, this is actually the most complicated drink-along setup I've had thus far, and it's not anything special. It's because I decided to do one extra thing, I think. Yeah, it depends on how you look at it, I guess. Anyway, in my primary hand, I just have a glass of water. It's not even iced water or anything. It's just tap water, nothing else. And that's because we're about to go through around 2 hours of anime here, so, I'm assuming that I'm not going to be talking as much as usual, so I'm going to be kind of careful with what I'm drinking, just because I don't want to have a ton of alcohol on me if I'm going to be drinking a lot more than usual. That being said, I have two different things of alcohol in front of me, because I'm apparently terrible at planning this kind of stuff. So, I have the main thing that I have, like, it's my primary offhand here. It's an attempt at a tequila sunrise. So, tequila sunrise is actually a really simple recipe. It's just grenadine, orange juice, and tequila. The thing that you're supposed to do is create a gradient with it. Like, you're supposed to have a gradient from red to orange so that it looks like a sunrise. And I think the grenadine is supposed to go on top? I didn't actually have time to go look at the how to drink recipe for this one. I just kind of looked it up on Google, and Google said grenadine at the top, but I remember it being grenadine at the bottom for how to drink. That might be because it was his homemade grenadine that's a lot thicker and heavier. But as a result, when I poured the tequila and orange juice mixture into the glass, maybe it's because of how big my glasses are as well, but it just all combined into one continual shade of kind of salmon-y, reddish stuff, somewhat ironically, almost exactly the same color as those Mai Tais I've been having, because it's basically the same ingredients, for the coloration at least. Now, I mentioned the other drink because I also have just a little tasting glass here with half an ounce of the tequila that I'm using. Because I have Milagro. Specifically, it's like La Leyenda del Milagro or something like that. It's silver tequila, so it's clear. But yeah, I've realized that even though I have had a couple of drinks with the tequila in it, I haven't actually just had any of the tequila neat. I don't know what it tastes like on its own, so we'll do that in just a moment. And then finally, just kind of to round out being able to have enough to drink here and not just having water as the primary thing, I also do have a big thing of Pepsi here. Realistically, I should probably not be drinking that at 9 p.m., but let's see what happens. Now, let me check one thing here really quickly, actually. Okay, that's what I thought. I thought I was echoing a bit more, so let me go back over to BRB, and I'll be back in just a second. Okay, there we go. I should be back at normal audio at this point. So, let me take a little bit of water because I'm getting kind of thirsty. Let's see what the tequila tastes like on its own. I'll probably take like 3 sips of this throughout because half an ounce doesn't last that long, but it's also more than I drink in a single sip. Oh, so that's what agave smells like. It's like kind of acetone-like, but there's definitely something else going on in there. I'm not sure what the smell is though. Oh, that's super interesting. That's like almost a rich chocolate as the primary flavor. And of course, it has that alcohol burn as it goes down, so like warms up your chest a fair bit. Hmm. I am not against that. That is interesting. Taking another sip of taking another sip of alcohol. Taking another sip of water before we go for the tequila sunrise to see how that tastes. Okay. I'm expecting the sunrise is going to be totally fine, because I think that the orange juice and grenadine just kind of drown out a lot of the actual flavor, just leaving kind of, it's alcohol behind, but without a lot of character. That's what I'm expecting. Well, I was fucking wrong. Oh, that is weird how that works. That somehow emphasizes those chocolatey flavors of the tequila. Like, you get the chocolate up front, and then you get the orange. So it basically tastes like a freaking chocolate orange if you just put everything together. That is wacky. I like that. Okay, interesting. Anyway, let me bring this up, because as you've been able to see for the past almost 10 minutes now, I guess, we are on the anime Watchalong for summer 2022. Now, if you've never done a watch-along with a VTuber before, in general, the way it works, and this is how it's going to work for me as well, is that you're not actually going to be watching the show on this screen that you're currently seeing. Just absolutely feel free to alt-tab me or whatever so you can go bring up the anime on another screen. Now, unfortunately, I was watching Pheno Tyson do his GSSR rolls for his main account and mistake account before the stream, so I didn't actually have time to look up how to do a live timer on my OBS setup. So you're going to have the title of the anime, and with the exception of one, and it is noted which one, all of them are on Crunchyroll. So you can go find them, and I will try to detail as much as I can when I start watching so you can line up with me. But there is going to be a little bit of room for error here, and anyone who doesn't have a Crunchyroll premium account, so you skip all the ads, you're inherently going to be off timing from me. I don't have a great way around that. The best thing I can say is feel free to watch this as the archived version, and then just pause the video whenever you get an ad, and then you should be at least roughly on time with me. If you're live and that's the case, then my apologies. I don't really have a better way to do that. So, before we actually get into the overall... Whoop, that is the wrong thing. Let me go over here. There we go. Hold on, what? Does this work? Yes, it does. Okay, that's weird. Before we get into the actual watch-along, here are some of the shows that I feel like are worth mentioning that are not going to be included here. The biggest non-inclusion is Overlord. I don't have anything against Overlord as a show. I watched the first 10 or 11 episodes of season 1, so basically everything but the finale. And it's just, okay. Solid. I'd be cool to watch more of this, I think. And then when season 2 and 3 came out, I basically kept hearing about how there's a lot of really interesting characters, and as long as they don't focus on the main character, then there's a lot of interesting tension, and also the CG is god-awful. So I kind of just didn't go back to watching it, so I'm technically 2 and a little bit seasons behind. So I'm just going to go ahead and not watch it for the watch-along. Maybe I'll cycle it in later. As I put in the description of the stream, I am reserving the ability to cycle in other shows if the 5 that we are watching turn out that any one of them is just utter shit. Not even enjoyable insanity and jank or something. Just bad. The other one that is a specific show, because the third one we'll get to in a moment, but the second one that seems like a lot of people like it, and I'm just kind of tepid on it, is Isekai Oji-san. So that's essentially a post-isekai, as best I can tell. So it's a dude's uncle wakes up after being in a coma for 17 years or something like that, and it becomes pretty clear that while the main character has to teach his uncle about, like, modern life, smartphones and all that, the uncle seems to have a lot of understanding of fantasy worlds and magic and the like, so it's pretty obvious that the uncle got isekai'd and now is back. That's my understanding of the description. Yeah. It seems like it's an interesting take. Like, I'm not against that as a concept, but it's not something that I am particularly interested in at this moment. If people keep hyping it up through the season, then maybe I'll add it as like a sixth show as we continue onward. It's borderline for me. And then the final one that I listed here is Isekai Meikyu Harem. That's not the full name of it, it's just all I could fit on one line. And it's not supposed to be just that show, it's supposed to be representative of that show. Because I had that exact show on the list, actually, of stuff we were going to be watching until I got to the final decision of, like, here's stuff that actually interests me, and here's stuff that I want to put on the list and all that. And it was just, you know what? I am willing to put a very horny show on the list because I know that I'm going to be watching the trash of the season on my own time, so might as well put it on the list anyway, because what, is YouTube going to TOS me for showing this screen? It doesn't matter what show I'm watching. Y'all make your own decisions on if you're going to watch it with me or not. But, yeah, there's enough actually interesting stuff that I decided that this and the other ecchi show with the really long name, let me see, it's on my phone, actually. So let me look what this is. Yeah, Kinso no Vermeil. Vermeil? Something like that? Whatever. Those two were vying for the same slot, and that slot got pushed off because there was just other stuff for me to watch. Yeah, so those are the only actual caveats there. There are definitely other shows that we're not watching that are probably going to end up being good. I just had to pick 5. That's what I thought was going to be a thing. Give me just a moment here to mute myself as I log in, because I didn't realize I wasn't logged in. Oh, wait, no. It autofilled. Yay. Yes, that totally secure method of logging in. Everything autofills. Okay, so it's been about 20 minutes of the stream, so let's get into it. The first show is going to be Lycoris Recoil. And yes, I think that's supposed to be licorice or something like that. It's spelled Lycoris. I can read the katakana enough that it seems like it should be licorice. Like, I have the poster here. Rikorisu. Rikoiru. Yeah, Rikorisu. Licorice, basically. And actually, episode 2 is already out, so this is one of the early ones. Anyway, yeah, clicking on it now. I'm going to pause it at the very beginning. Tap back to the beginning frame. And I'm going to mute my desktop audio so that you definitely cannot hear it from my stream. Go on and actually, I can send this as a link in chat now that I think about it. Yeah. So here is the exact thing that I am watching on the exact site I'm watching it. So if you want to follow along, go ahead and do that. I'm going to full screen here and pressing spacebar in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's springtime apparently. Good old radio calisthenics. I must admit, I like her design by default. Symbol of peace. What is that? Are they replacing Tokyo Tower? I kind of missed the line that introduced that. Oh wow, our character is old enough to drive. Good for you. What? What? Oh, right, that's the plot of this show. There's like a cafe of people who are willing to do whatever job. What happened? Please give me the backstory of what the fuck happened there. Oh, so whatever happened to the radio tower is just like a myth that the public believes, and they're essentially the black ops that are doing everything to keep the peace. Oh, a black guy. Good for you, anime. Rediata. Huh. Interesting editing choice with going to the sniper. I guess you didn't do that before because it would have been risky? What? Oh! Sniper is partly disabled and wearing formal Japanese clothes. Okay. This show has a style to it. Okay, so Licorice has like a full organization and the cafe is just like a branch of it. Okay, so that's the symbol that we saw earlier with the hackers, I think. Oh, hi there, Sniper. The supervisor. Okay, his name is Mika. Cool. Oh, okay. So the organization is literally gathering orphans. Good to know. Ooh. wound on her face isn't from yesterday? Oh, that. Okay. I'm usually not that much of a fan of the super Genki energetic characters, but I do like her personality so far. Like, just so genuinely positive. Yeah, sounds about right. Oh, so the radio tower was attacked by terrorists and a Lycoris actually, like, stopped them and caused all that. Huh. Oh, hey, the dark web. Okay, there's a lot more, like, government politics going on here than I thought there'd be. That's really interesting. Okay, this is a good character introduction, actually. Is it drugs? Is it coffee beans? Yep, coffee beans. Oh, grounds, technically. Yeah, Chisato basically knows the Yakuza, or at least something close to it. All possible jobs, evidently. Oh, it was literally the Yakuza, okay. Oh, that's... okay, so they were basically being teachers for the language school. Probably a very conversational one, I would assume, as opposed to, like, really formalized language learning. That's because that's what you do. Uh, yeah, maybe they need a shadow organization of hitmen for the government. Let's see where they go with that. I'm really interested in the bags they have. Like, that's not a standard school bag. It might just be an artistic license thing, but based on how the dark-haired girl reacted earlier, I think it's where they keep all of their weapons and such. So it might be Lycoris standard. Oh, gang. Oh, so the tattoo of the double spider lily is like the symbol of the Lycoris organization. Okay. Japanese police, Japanese police, Japanese police. Baito. So that's going to be like a part-time job for her, basically. Uh, Basically, you want a good performance record or performance evaluation. Can you just say this in public? You're in a cafe. You secretly have a good heart, but you don't feel many emotions, etc., etc. Let's see if they make that more interesting. Why were you there? Oh, before the explosion, okay. Oh, what? Oh. The gas explosion is them. Okay. Ah, the good old fate stay night excuse. When in doubt, it's a gas explosion. Wind drop, okay. Cafe Frank. Said no one ever. Okay, we know that the two of them are supposed to be like 16. How old is she supposed to be? I know that she's closer in age to them, but I thought she was like, I don't know, 18, 20, something like that. Okay, she is supposed to be older. Let the person get kidnapped so she can follow the kidnappers to their hideout. Ah, because it's other Lycoris employees. Or not? Are they other parts of the arms deal? Oh yeah, because wait, was the arms deal different than the Lycoris deal thing? I think they were the same. That's evidence, girl. Also, yes, that is definitely a backpack of guns. Yeah, probably. Possibly, but unlikely. Why without a silencer? The extra noise attracts more attention? But that drone also then has the logo of the company. Ah, I think Mother's Basement mentioned this on Twitter. The non-lethal bullets that can puncture a fucking car door, but don't get through a goddamn undershirt. What the fuck is she, Hawkeye? What bullets is she using? Yeah, bullshit! A non-lethal bullet does not go through metal. Also, non-lethal bullets are actually really big. Like, a non-lethal bullet is not the size of a normal bullet. And she has pepper gas in them, I guess, because they have red. Ah, yes, dinner for two, thank you. Alright, supposed to be dinner for, what, four? Yep, they got the logo. Oh, that was a super cool, infrared shot. Like, the red of her ribbon was able to show through. It's probably not realistic, but it's cool. What the hell? The gods. What? What even was that sentence? Was that the hacker that blew up? Or at least the floor they were on? If Walnut comes back, the answer is no. Oh, good mystery. Okay, this show is way more interesting than I thought it would be. It was absolutely the Genki Girls' idea to put Takina in Twin Tails. DA? Oh, hi there, the guy who just blew up a hacker. And Maki, the guy who's in charge of the place, clearly knew who that was, at least in general. Okay, there's some really cool stuff going on there. The show has some dumb, but it has a lot of interesting as well. Like, the non-lethal bullets are honestly the dumbest part of it. This is definitely an anime ending song, but it's not bad. And like I said, just a couple minutes into the show, this show has an aesthetic to it. Like, these aren't. If you see these characters out of context, you probably will be able to recognize them, which is a good. What is that? Hana no something. That looks like flowers of tea or something like that. Been a while since I studied kanji that closely. So this is probably going to be a friendship show, but with government-sanctioned assassins as your main cast. God, I hope this show goes well, because that is such a cool premise. Sweets and Cafe, Lycoris Recoil, whatever the hell. Okay. Pause. It autoed to the next episode. Okay. Yeah, so I am actually into that. I hope that it goes well for, like, the entire run. Actually, let me check Anachart really quickly. Because I think I can check, but I can't talk at the same time. Anachart. I can check if it has relations or anything. Let's see. It's going to be somewhere near the top, I think. Lycoris. There it is. Okay, relations. Adaptation manga not yet released. Relation, side story, ordinary days, light novel not yet released. What the hell? What is this? Okay, as best I can tell, that means that this is an anime original that for some reason, somehow, there is so much confidence behind it by the studios that they already have a manga adaptation in the works. Asaura. Asaura. Asaura? Probably Asaura. Original story. Let's see. Website blog. Japanese novelist. Script writing. Staff roles. Original story. Script for that. Script for that. Original creator of Ben to Picture Drama. Or Ben to Picture. Oh, Ben 2 is the original show. I recognize the name, but I don't remember what it is. I don't recognize any of these names for the manga either. No. Okay, this is actually a super interesting show then. Like, this is not your standard manga gets an anime adaptation. Oh, neat. Well, let's go to the next one, which is going to be Call of the Night, which is our one show that's on High Dive. So let me go over to High Dive. This one I might have to... that was the ad version. Let me go over to High Dive Normal. And, yeah, whatever. You... log in. That's what I thought. Yep, one moment. Back in a second. Okay, and I'm back. Always have to try to just, like, crack my own login info with these sites that I don't go to all the damn time. High Dive, you're kind of the second best option at this point since Funny and Crunchy combined. Anyway, let me drink some Pepsi, actually. Okay, so there's Made in Abyss, which is also on Crunchy, I think. Ya Boy Kong Ming, which I wish was better. A lot of people really liked it. I was very tepid on it. Oh, High Dive has The Executioner and Her Way of Life. I will die on this hill that I want that show to get a second season. Go watch it. If I'm able to convince you of anything, go watch The Executioner and Her Way of Life. I swear to God, it is a good show. It has a bit of a slow start, in my opinion, but that is the worst thing I can leverage against it. It has such an interesting premise and world. High Dive, why can I not search? Simulcast, maybe? Continue watching, recently added. There's that, there's that, there's that, and that. Trending now. How about stuff that just came out? Looking for Call of the Night. I might be able to do that by actual search, like just literally URL. Let's do this really quickly, just see if it goes the way I expect it to. Whatever. You know what? Let's go from Google. Okay, Call of the Night is what it's called, by the looks of it. And it looks like episode 1 is out. I forgot to check that ahead of time. Premiere on the 6th, so yeah, I should have been able to find that no problem. Technically, it's actually a little bit old for what I was able to find, because I guess it would have been pushed off the front page. So yeah, this is a vampire show. It essentially is what replaced the ecchi shows, because you will see the female lead soon enough. You will understand when you see the female lead. And in general, the one thing that I've seen about this is that apparently it has decently Fooly Cooly vibes, just updated for the modern era. So clicked on episode 1, let everything load up. Yes, that episode, please. I essentially loaded into the same... Wait, what? Hi? Are you gonna let me play the episode? Huh. Also, what the hell is this you might like area? To Love Rue Darkness, okay? To Love Rue, okay? Peter Grill, aka the first of the I can't believe it's not hentai. Devil's Line, I don't even know what that is, but it looks like BL. Vol X Love, so that in terms of standard anime convention, that'd be Vol Love. I don't even know what that is. Space Adventure by the looks of it, maybe? Not sure if that's space outfits or not. Anyway, what the hell, High Dive? Can you please give me the episode? Oh, okay, there we go. I tried opening it in a new tab instead, and it looks like it's actually loading this time. Weird. Okay. There's that. Go back. Back to the first frame. I think that works. Okay, if this didn't jump back, then I might be like a quarter of a second ahead of everyone. But, gonna be starting it up in 3, 2, 1, click. Yeah, it didn't go back, so High Dive went away. There is, like, your timing on all that. Oh, we're in the actual show now. Decently pretty city, I'll give you that. Yeah, this is a show that's going to be aesthetic, isn't it? Like, logic is not going to be the biggest... Okay. I have to turn this way up on my headphones. But this is a cool fucking opening. Okay, I'm liking this. Creepy nuts. Okay. I was like, those are the characters looking at the opening. Oh, we're still in the opening. Okay. Okay, yeah. I can definitely see the Fooly Cooly. God, this song is good. This girl's gonna be the meme face of the season, I think. Oh yeah. This show's gonna be aesthetic. Like, there is no reason to purple drench the entire goddamn landscape if you're not doing it on purpose. Oh right, that's the idea of the show. Goes out at night and basically discovers a new world because no one's around. There's no pressure. Okay, that's why he was so hesitant and tense when he left his apartment. He's just full hiki. Okay, that's a love confession. Please don't be bullied. Please don't be bullied. So she confessed to him. Also, I don't really understand dating. Oh, my dude, I feel you on that one. No, 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 stop, don't. Uh, God, that's sad and accurate. Oh, God, this anxiety feels too real. Like, it's still hyped up for anime, but oh my God, I can feel it. Booze for insomnia and heartbreak. I don't think you can. Alright, vending machines of sake, that's a thing. I wonder if there's any color symbolism going on in this show. Damn, that's a good reveal. Oh, so late at night that even the roads are empty. It really is a different world when you're at that point. Of course she didn't. They're drunk off their asses. You interact differently at that point. God, I'm shocked that she's actually wearing pants. We haven't seen them yet, but I know it from her character design. It really looks like she's not. When I say pants, I mean shorts. You know, by having so much of the show at night, it really lends itself to some good coloration. Oh, that... Okay, it's not that subtle, but it's a good reveal, I guess. If you didn't know that she was a vampire, guess what? She has no reflection. Yeah, the show knows exactly what it's doing. Yep, space is warped. Good to know. Did he just say just the tip? Yeah, and it'll be like 9 p.m. She at least took her shoes off, right? Because keeping stockings on for bed seems really weird. Oh, I totally forgot to do the link for this one. Yeah, we're going to keep the episode going, but I'm also going to link this over in the chat. There you go. Sorry about that. Like, I think that she's genuinely nice. Like, she's not actually up to much anything, but just she comes across really weird. Of course, I know from the trailer what scene we're coming up on, so maybe not. Yep. Dear God, someone spent a lot of time animating this. Ah. Huh? Where's this going? How aren't you bleeding more? Okay, good. They aren't actually going with that. Good, just not even trying to make this like a hidden thing from him. Just this, yep, she's a vampire. Cool. Shouldn't. Not aren't. It depends on the kind of mythology you're going off of. Yeah. Okay, but by what method? How do you make offspring then? Okay, they're actually gonna answer this? So he needs to fall in love with her for him to become a vampire. Okay, this actress is having a lot of fun. Person who's in love with a vampire gets the vampire to suck their blood. The person in love becomes a vampire. Okay. This is an adorable couple. Oh no. Oh no, not the flashback. Oh my god, just let him be a little arrow nerd. Please. Let us have representation. Hey, at least she out and out approves of him being gay. He's aromantic. That's it. Oh no, I saw the opening. Oh no. This is gonna be a, you just had to find the right girl kind of narrative, isn't it? I really hope it isn't. We're really getting close to getting better representation in anime, and this could be it. So basically, due to societal pressure, not even like super explicit bullying, but definitely ostracization, that led to him leaving school. Okay. Oh god, he was in the protagonist seat. Why was there an X on that window? I mean, you need to love her first. God, she's such a dork. Oh, kind of an inversion of the confession that we saw the flashback for. Not quite, but close. You know, the healthiest kind of relationship. Blood is infused with night. That's an interesting idea. Ko gonna be an astronaut. Okay, there's the being pushed off the building. It makes no fucking sense, but it's cool. Oh, this soundtrack. Not totally sure how he's not falling, but we're just gonna ignore that. Okay. Probably gonna have, yeah, the cast at the end. Okay. So the first show has promise, but I kind of am worried about whether it's gonna follow through with that or not. This show has shown its promise up front. Just stay steady state to what this episode was like, and it's just an easy coast to the finish. Maybe not anime of the season if you do that, but at least a solid show. And in general, I would expect a show like this to get a little bit better as it goes on. So, oh, I am glad that I chose this one. This is really good. Like, I don't really know where it's going beyond a kind of sort of rom-com with much more semi-psychedelic elements. Let's actually scroll up and look at this. That was Call of the Night. Oh, it's going to be... let's sort by name. And then down near the bottom, because it's going to be Yoro something. Oh, Yofu Kashi no Uta. Oh, Uta is story, isn't it? No, that's Monogatari. Yep, the Insomnia stuff. Relations, source, manga, releasing. Relations, character, ON... What? What the hell is character? It's just the same name, Mini. ONA. Okay, sure. Okay, so this is based on a manga, which based on that art style, I could absolutely see being a thing, so that makes sense. Yeah, I am glad with that show. I'm definitely going to keep watching that. Let's go on to the next one, which is RWBY Ice Queendom. Okay, this one you can watch on Crunchyroll if you want. I'm actually going to give the YouTube link, though. Ice Queendom. Because the first 3 episodes are available for free on YouTube officially. So I'm going to go ahead and link that. Now, this is also the one where I have actually seen it already. I have watched all the first 3 episodes, but in order to keep it in line with everything else, I'm going to be watching just episode 1 here, so the first approximately 20 minutes. By the way, because I already know this because I've watched it all the way through, if you are watching along, or if you want to do this after the fact, go to the last, 3 minutes or something of the 1 hour long video of the first 3 episodes, because you'll get the opening song over the ending credits, and oh, that's a fun song. That is really in spirit with the original soundtrack of, all of the RWBY series, just in Japanese, and is a unique, and is an original song. Anyway, I'm back at the beginning, so spacebar in 3, 2, 1. Yep, that worked. Okay. Oh, turn my headphones back down. Man born from dust was strong, wise, and resourceful. But an inevitable darkness, creatures of destruction, the creatures of Grimm, set their sights on man and something something something, when all hope seems lost, and it seemed man's brief existence might return to dust. The smallest spark of hope brought forth a great light. Once born from dust, man used his passion and ingenuity to discover a new power, appropriately called dust, but with a capital D. I'll stop there because that should get you at least the timing. If you've seen RWBY originally, if you've seen the original show, then this is all very, very basic to you. You know what's going on. I am curious as to why it's called Ice Queendom. Red, white, black, yellow. God, it is so weird to hear them have a Japanese voice. Because Yang got into Beacon, right? I wonder if Signal gave more written tests or something. Because otherwise, why would RWBY's grades be low? And instead of Taiyang, it's Yang that shows up this time. Which is honestly a better change, I'd say. Like, the way they split it up in the original show... Wait, no, originally with the Red Like Roses trailer, it's not that Yang showed up. I think that might have happened in some other scenario. But RWBY basically just went to go fight some Graham. Yeah, one of the big benefits of this setup is that we're able to see these character interactions a lot more fleshed out and just better realized than they were in the original show. Because there's just... Unlike when Monty was originally making season 1, there's nothing else getting in the way, and we know where the story is going. Kind of, but we'll get there eventually. And so we can now flesh out this stuff a lot earlier and interlace it a lot better. And Wheatley, or actually Mom as well, Mama Shani, didn't show up till like, what, season 5 or something? And now she's showing up in what is the equivalent of the White trailer. Oh, Whitley. How did Klein even show up for the first, like, 5 seasons? Maybe once or twice. And now we have some actual reasoning for why she's going to be fighting this thing as opposed to it just being, like, training or something. Yes, douchebag, do you have anything to say? Winter in Weiss's corner, even from episode 1. I always have liked Weiss and Winter's dynamic. Like, it's just... Winter is very strict, very military, but also genuinely cares about Weiss. Oh, the lever, Klein! So now that we have more context because of this recreation of the original show, didn't they refer to this as a creature of Grimm in the narrative? And I just kind of missed it when they mentioned it in the dialogue because I was talking. Because we never see this thing as a creature of Grimm at any other point. Like, honestly, it would make more sense for this to be one of Winter's summons, I think. And, of course, now we're seeing why Shaft making an anime of RWBY is really goddamn good. Holy shit, the animation is nice. I wonder if they're going to give more actual properties to dust now, as opposed to just being elemental energy. Dude, your daughter just got permanently scarred for life? Maybe be a little bit more concerned. Yeah, because that injury right there, that is actually pretty bad. They really don't sell it super well, but that is a scar that will last. And they've shown the Schnee symbol enough times that you should be able to know that that's at least associated with the Weiss's family. Maybe not explicitly what they do, but at least that it's them. And you've seen they live in a fucking mansion, so you can pretty well assume that they're rich. Have you tried jumping back up through the hole so that you can go in a different cart? Or a different car? Back when Adam is only mildly sociopathic. Okay, showing off Blake's semblance like that is really cool. Like, that is a great showcase of how Shadow can be useful. And how everything is a gun. Okay, I actually missed that the first time, because I'm so used to it from the later RWBY seasons anyway. Winter is basically Weiss's teacher. Yeah, get on the sword! And apparently almost kill Klein. Now, theoretically, shouldn't she have used black runes for that? Because I think she has access to them. Also, does Weiss have like a super attack mode now? Because that was not something that was in the show. The whole runes lighting up on Martin Nasted, or whatever it's called. Father, I have a confession. Please, dear God, get me a doctor. My brain is not supposed to move as much as it just did. Like, there's no way in hell that Gambo Shroud would work well in real life, but it's a fucking cool weapon. Like, that is just such a versatile and awesome design that there's like 5 different ways that you cannot use it that way in real life. And I guess Adam's sheath is a sawed-off. I guess Adam's sheath is a sawed-off shotgun. Cool. Yeah, he could absolutely get to her, even at this point. Also, giving Blake more of like a purple highlight in her hair is actually like a really cool idea. Okay, so there's the character backstories. So now to explore the city a little bit, if I remember correctly. Yep, it's this. Okay. Ah, the only time that RWBY has headphones the entire damn series. That literally Hatsune Miku? Is Yang's birthday coming up? I don't remember that being a plot point. Enters a shop because of some kind of present for Yang, gets distracted in about 5 seconds. Oh, right, present for Yang because she got accepted, probably. Hey, Zvi. Taeyang, you're animated. But it's not season 4 or later yet. I swear to God, they better give Zwei a fucking fight scene at some point. It's so stupid, but it's right in line with how this show works. What the hell is that clock? It's a weird design. Torchwick. Yeah, they're taking lines from the original show. And for the most part, whatever, like, it's totally okay. There's one part in particular that's really weird because the reference doesn't work anymore. That was the wrong answer. And we get the first major inst. Oh god, the transformation looks so good. They changed from 3D to 2D for the main show, and I think the transformation there might have still been in 3D. I didn't quite look close enough, but it. Oh, that lighting effect is so good. This is the scene where the show really sold me on this is actually good. Like, this is not just a readaptation where they're doing a decent enough job. They are actually taking advantage of the medium and remaking the show. God, this is fun. What I was mentioning in the middle there, though, is that this is also the first major example of a theme, a big song that is not by, was it Jeff Williams and Casey Lee Williams, I think are the two, for, Rooster Teeth. Like, it is Shaft, and it is a Shaft anime, so they have Japanese music. It still holds to a lot of the same, like, feeling of the original. It still has the vibes of the Williams. Oh, Zvi, look at you existing. There she is. Hi, Glinda. Oh no. She's hot. Or as I put in a direct message to a friend who we watch RWBY together a lot of the time, uh as I put to her, Mommy? Not sorry. Mommy. Sup, Glinda? The only huntress that doesn't have a gun. And they are never going to explain that. At least they didn't do the original. Still waiting for them to bring Glinda back in like season 10 or something. Whenever they eventually return to Beacon, there's going to be a lot of character reunions. Oh, yeah, they would know each other, obviously. That is instant cause for worry. Why is your weapon a fucking riding crop? Everyone else has like a sword that changes into a gun. Your eyes are silver. Or you have silver eyes. Also, dear God, the eyes are detailed in this. Like that, there's some complex eye designs. Or at least intricate. Maybe not complex, but intricate. Why? You know, actually, seriously, why would he allow that? Why not just say that she will get in, but then let her live out the last 2 years getting through her normal education? Also, yes, canonically in the show RWBY, the majority of the characters are at least 18 years old, and RWBY is the outlier with being 16 at the start, and then throughout the next seasons being at least 17, probably 18 by where we're up to in the current show. Congrats, you got into Beacon. How you applied, we don't know. Also, really fucking lucky that you got that right after leaving Adam. Oh, the Schnee symbol is up on top there. Probably because Schnee has such a big control. Oh no, this is still her mansion, isn't it? Yeah, that looks very Schnee, not Beacon. What, do you not believe the same for a Winter? And let's be real, it's Klein. He is the dad of the family. And the mom of the family. God, the Schnee parents suck. I do like they all have this moment of looking in the mirror to realize that their lives are changing, and all of them for the better at that. Oh man, before the crushing depression of the real world really sours your spirit. Like, she's still the peppy, happy one, even in the later stuff, but she is definitely more world weary. Even in the anime, they don't have faces, god damn it. Oh, hey there, Pyrrha. Nora, Lyren, John, and then the team we actually know. Oh yeah, this. There be no victory in strength. Victory is in the simpler things. This is all quotes of the lyrics of either the opening or ending song of the original show, season 1. They require a smaller, more honest soul. I think it's supposed to be a simpler soul or something like that. But yeah, it's like the quote still works because is that the end of the episode? Not totally sure. Hold on. I'm going to say that it was actually. So I'm stopping at about 22 minutes. Specifically, me, it's currently at 22:17 because this episode's 1 to 3, and that is very clearly an end point, and there's not about to be a better end, to the best I can tell. Because we're going into a full another scene that really has a lot of character interaction, and that lasts a while. So that's going to be all of RWBY Ice Queendom for now. Can I make a note or something? Yeah, whatever. I just got to remember to go to 22 minutes about. So for the next 2 weeks, the start time for RWBY Ice Queendom is going to be a little bit weird. I will try to make it so that it's easy to follow along. I hope it works. Anyway, X out of YouTube now. No need to go to Anitrop because I was already talking about trivia and such all throughout that. We can close High Dive. So that just leaves Crunchy. That takes us to our final 2 episodes for the night. And this is actually going to be a bit of a long stream, probably closer to 2.5 hours, because I'm actually going to take a little bit of a break here to go stretch myself out, probably get some more water or something, because as expected, I have been going through a decent chunk of liquid throughout this. So to start with, next up is going to be Yurei Deco, which is the weird one of the group. Let's see if it's good or not. Yeah, so that, and I will see you in a moment. Bye. Okay, I am back. So, let me bring you back over here. And let me search this up for you. Yurei Deco. Yep. Okay, so, cards on the table here. This is the show that I am most worried about throughout this entire list. Like, everything else was either stuff that I knew I was going to like, or which seemed really interesting even to me personally. This one in particular is more a case of it seems weird and interesting. This is either the same studio that made Don't Mess with Eizouken, which was really well received as an artistic piece, but fell a little bit flat in terms of narrative by the end. Had a really good first arc, basically. Or it's at least kind of a similar group, I think. Like, people were relating it to Eizouken for some reason. I'm not sure why, basically. So let's get into episode 1 and see what happens. Full screen, back to start. Okay, spacebar in. Up. Before that, copy, paste, go. There's your link. Okay, give you just a few seconds here. I'll drink a little bit of soda. Okay. Spacebar in 3, 2, 1, poop. So I have basically no idea what to expect. I remember this being like about hackers or something, and that's about all I remember. Oh yeah, this is an entire world run on likes, basically. It's called love, but it's just straight up likes. Well, yes, that is our main cast. Thank you for letting us see them ahead of time, I guess. Okay, adaptation of the actual Greek myth. Okay. Heavy beat synth music for the opening makes sense for this, honestly. It's a pseudo-digital world of some kind. Maybe AR or something? Yeah, this isn't the kind of song I would get into on my own time, but it works. Billion, trillion, quadrillion. I think that was like a quintillion love or something. Yeah, so it's signed Saru, right? Are these supposed to be children? Oh dear god, they have microtransactions. That seems like an incredibly exploitable system. Oh, actual heterochromia, okay. Yeah, you have a popularity contest that basically determines your actual literal amount of wealth. That seems like a very bad system. So is all the neon actually there, or is that like just AR overlay? Your right eye. Oh, okay. So she was actually dressed, those weren't pajamas? So the government also approves and rejects certain things. At least that looked like it was the government. Surely this is going to go into, like, how that's bad, right? So does any of that go to him? Oh yeah, you can change the overlay. Okay. Oh, God. Please, just keep it simple. Okay, so Phantom Zero is like a game. So they make it effectively impossible to get at, but they leave open the possibility of getting like tens or hundreds of thousands of love at once. That's absolutely going to be government run, isn't it? Oh. Okay, I might have been wrong about Phantom Zero being a game. Turn off your deco and you can actually tell that more stuff. Oh, her eye doesn't work well with the deco stuff, so she's able to look through it better. Because it's optical camouflage. So if you don't have your AR overlay, you're just totally visible. Okay, okay. Good use. What the hell are you singing? Are you going Robin Hood then? Stealing specifically from the rich? I suppose the government would advertise that as stealing everyone's love. Hi, Minecraft! What the fuck? Deco's not gonna be able to show it. Presumably, you can't hear him. That's for the audience. And or Deco is specifically visual, so audio is not part of the data they're considering. I just noticed that she has like a half-shaved close hair on her left side. How dare you Assassin's Creed me? Sorry, what? Is that a thing? Data ophthalmologist. So the decal is almost like a new organ at this point. Like, it's obligate. It's essentially circuitry built into the optical nerves or something, isn't it? Like, you can get an infection from it. How did you show up? How did you connect to him? Okay, okay. Good enough. Yeah, probably shouldn't have given him your name and how you found him. Quick, pull out your virtual gun. Yeah! You know, your shirt's glowing. Does that mean that you aren't actually wearing it? So he can just Omnidrain, or is that someone else? Oh, they're gonna have fun with these environments, aren't they? The subtitler is working overtime for this kid. And for this show in general, I think. Oh, there goes the eye patch. So I guess this explains why male kid was so good. Wait, you went from... Oh, that's the count you're doing. Okay. I have so little idea what's going on, but I'm interested. That's the end of the episode, isn't it? Yes, it is. Okay, let's see what the ending's like. We're gonna end up seeing that kid's eyes in, like, episode 12 or something, aren't we? Okay, so that's her non-deco clothes, or her non-deco outfit, probably. Okay, let me minimize that. Like I thought at the beginning, this is a show that of the ones we've seen thus far, is the one I could most easily see being dropped. It's not that it's bad, it's quite good. It just kind of depends on how they proceed with it. Now, since we are already well over the 2-hour mark, let me just go over to Made in Abyss really quickly. Crunchy. Over to Anachart. It's gonna be near the top of the popular, probably. Made in Abyss. Yeah, it has a Crunchy link. Oh. Huh. Videos aren't available. Well, I saw it on High Dive, so let's go back over there. My apologies. I thought there was only going to be one show on High Dive. Okay, there you are. Golden City of the Scorching Sun. I already have questions, and I haven't even seen this yet. Oh, right. Wait, where is it? There it is. There. So, as a quick note for anyone trying to do this as a watch-along, there, you copy, paste, yep. Okay. This is not season 1. This is debatable if it's even season 2, because season 2 kind of was a movie. So, this is going to be Made in Abyss. It says season 2, episode 1 on High Dive, at least. Okay. That means that it's taking place after Made in Abyss season 1 and Made in Abyss Dawn of the Deep Soul. That is the name of the movie. If you have not caught up to those, I cannot promise that the show is about to do you any favors. It is an extremely good show that is very depressing, and absolutely do not watch it in public. But it's also very much worth the watch if you can find a time and place to watch it. Spacebar in 3, 2, 1, boop. That's the credits, never mind. I think that someone else on this account might have seen that ahead of time. Whoop about it. Go back. Alright, I've started auto-playing there for a moment. I'm putting the volume up to 100 because it was at 25, which might explain why Call of the Night was so quiet, actually. Huh. Okay. You, back. Okay, you can't go back if you're less than 10 seconds, apparently. I just manually dragged it back to the start there, so let's try this again and hope it ain't jank. 3, 2, 1, boop. Okay, High Dive popped up there, so we should be good. Weird spike thing? You do... what? Oh, it's the compass. It's a compass. Oh. The compass always points to the bottom of the abyss. Okay. Welcome to Made in Abyss, everyone. Oh, for fuck's sake, show. Mossed over, but still smoking? What the hell? I mean, we've seen something like that before, but not out of the abyss. Okay. Okay. El Dorado. Oh, what did you do? Oh, then he died on you? Okay. That's weirdly... Oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me, really? Yep. Yep, this show sure doesn't hold back. So were those abyss dwellers from the city or from off the island? It looks like off the island, because it looks like a ship going toward it. God, you suck! Yes, please, show! Yeah, that's a fleet. And fair is fair, you're not gonna have to deal with it for long. Ah, yes, booze for the, what, 10-year-old? Hey, it's protein. Yeah, it might. How do you even have anything left to throw up? Please, please be normal-ass dude. Ugh, heart attack. If you're relying on that... Uncharted Seas, what? Okay, that's an entire bit of lore that I have no idea what's going on. You're gonna be abusive as fuck once we're in the abyss, aren't you? He's an explorer. You made it here, didn't you? Oh... Very much beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Okay. The light that no one else has found exists only in true darkness. Recoil? What the hell? That's your name? Oh, please be sincere. I want her to be happy. There it is. Hi, Kevin Penkin. I wonder if this is in current time or if this is in the past. Past would make sense because they'd be founding the city. Oh, okay. That's probably what's going on. If there was no one there to meet them. There's no city there. Yeah, they founded it. Okay. So that explains why in the future, when we saw near the end of the first season, there were ships able to go just to the city. Like, there's a known route for that to happen, kind of thing. How can you tell? I'm sorry, what was that? And it points to the pit. You kind of found the pit. Oh shit, they have to find the curse. Oh, that's not gonna go well. You know, it's telling that the way this show is drawn, it's nearly impossible to tell who has been traumatized to insanity and who is kinda sad. Shoro. Ah, yep. Hello, child. Would you like to die? What, did you smell the hardtack? I think that was her back? Ah. Thanks, Maiden Abyss. Look, the show is weird. I accept it. Do they have a guide? I suppose they know the capital of the Unreturned is down there, so they had to have gone down there at some point. Is she choosing to not warn them about the curse then? Uh. Oh, up. Right. So are these going to be the settlers of the capital of the Unreturned? Because we're definitely going to be going back to present time eventually. Like, we have Reg and Rito, I think I have their names right, in the trailer for the show, or in the trailer for season 2. It's so interesting to see this before they had all the infrastructure, before they had. You need a white whistle to start that thing. He could just. They. What? It wasn't a lie. It was to summon that thing, I think. Oh, yeah, this is effectively their death. Anyone who goes below this point is assumed dead because you can't ascend anymore. Wait, what? You have your arm back? Did I miss something? Fair. Yeah. This show is weird. At least when it's being weird, it's not being horrible. At least half the time it's being weird, it's not being horrible. Oh yeah, you named it. Great. Yeah, are you immune from the curse in this thing? I have no idea. Dad's big fish. Is that a fish? Oh! Oh, fun! What the fuck? Yeah, because you have blind hope and everything. How the fuck have you not died? Oh, Joy, you're through the corpse patch. Big ocean, I guess. The rate of burning incense might be able to tell you something. Show. Just show some restraint. That actually might be the reason. I said restraint, show. We are going to move past this and never speak of it again. Oh, thank God, something else. So is that where the light of the abyss comes from? Um, are we underwater or not? Okay, that's a lot of ruins. Capital of the Unreturned, right. So they had one of their people try to ascend. And the water stopped because... No, that was not 20 minutes. Holy shit, it was! Okay, if this is the opening, I'm way more into it. The opening for the first season was just kind of whatever. Actually, that beat drop kind of sounded like the original opening, I think. Been a while since I listened to the opening. Yeah, that kind of sounds familiar. We have post credits. We got us something. Next episode, Capital of the Unreturned. So if there's any scene or anything here, I'll just stop it. Alright, cool. So yeah, not gonna lie, as a first episode of the season, that was a lot. Holy shit, that had all of the dark and all of the this author's gonna be arrested for something eventually, isn't he? That the first season had and the movie had. Look, this is a really fucking cool show. It's got issues, though. Oh god, it's got issues. That being said, I'm still very into it. It is so goddamn cool. Anyway, that was the last episode of the bunch, and we are almost 40 minutes over my usual time because I just talked so much throughout it. So I am going to go ahead and cut this pretty quickly here. So if this live stream hasn't ruined your life, go ahead and do that YouTube stuff you've heard a million times. I hope you have a wonderful remainder of your day. And I'll see you in tomorrow's stream where we're going to be doing our Genshin weeklies, and maybe I'll figure out some kind of schedule or something. I don't know. Actually, what I have to do for my Genshin stuff at the moment is grind the Ruined Serpent so that I can upgrade Yellen to her final ascension. But anyway, yeah, so if you want the latest updates on any kind of live stream scheduling or just my random ass ramblings, feel free to follow me on Twitter at Peter Moxilin. And thank you very much for joining me today. Hope to see you tomorrow. Bye. Wait, no, I don't have BRB set up as my alt. I just have literally the same screen. There, that should work. Bye.